Hello, I'm Salahuddin Akil, and I'm a cloud computing student in the D2A Tier 3. So I'll go through my cloud computing assignment. So to start off, I had created this Docker swarm consisting of a manager and 2 workers. These are the virtual machines, they're IPs. And then I ran the Nginx image as a service. And then for my Docker container management system, just go quickly through the code. So the index just returns some, it was a table, so it looks nicer on a browser, but just tells you what you can do. And then if you go /containers, you'll get all the containers, and I'll run through the test code at the end. Right, so nothing really complicated here, just calls the docker command PSA, or just PS if you only want the running ones. The images, just docker images. Containers by ID just gets that ID using the condition, which is ID is ID. And then it gets the logs, similarly docker logs with the ID, then returns a JSON file. Images by ID, this removes the image by ID, so remove image and ID. And then similarly with the container, just remove ID, and it returns the ID that I removed for both images and containers. And this will remove everything. The way I did this is to go through to get all the containers by getting docker ps all of them, so you get all of them. And then so I have a list. This turns that into an array of all the containers, and this just to be able to return as a JSON file. And then for each object in containers, it will get the ID, and then docker remove by force the ID removed, and then it adds it to removed, so it could return all the IDs it removed. And that's the response. It returns everything it removed, and it returns that. So that's the way I did it. I did similarly for images, just remove image instead of just remove RMI. Right, and this would create a container from an image. So you send this is like you send a JSON kind of dictionary of the image you want to create it from, and then it would create your container from that image using docker commands. Right, and then you're going to create an image from file, so you send over a file, and it creates this was kind of it took kind of a while to get it to work, just to make sure I sent the file correctly and everything. So there's a data folder, it will put the file there, and then it would build an image from that file that you sent over. And I had this as it will tell you if it worked or not, just in case, so kind of so you know if it worked or not. So if it will normally be false, but if it did go through, it will change it to completed true, and then return that JSON file, and then you'll know if it's completed or not. Right, and then to update your container attributes. So it's running or stopped, and if it's running, it's going to restart it, so it starts it or restart it. And then if it's stopped, it's going to stop that container. And then I added this where it returns the ID of the container and the action that happened, so the state, so whatever you asked for, that's going to happen. And then for the image, you're just going to add a tag, fairly simple, docker tag. And these are just the functions that just help the program, and it runs on port 5000. Right. So I have it running. Just to quickly see this. This is the NGX. If you go to the port 5000, you'll see the small table that we had. Doesn't matter. So for me to test this, I did a few test scripts, so they're all very simple, very small. I could have combined them together, but I found this simpler to demo. They all have names. So the first one will be all the containers, the running containers, view container by ID, and then all the functions. I think I'll just go to the main ones. So, for example, running containers, we'll just call this. So these are all the gets are easy. So all the views are fairly easy. So creating an image from a file, so we'll return this file, Docker file, which is in the same directory over here, and then we'll create an image from that. And then to contain a container from image, you're going to send it's hard coded. That's an image that already exists, but we'll change this ID to the one we just made, so it makes more sense when we get to it. Then this will just change the state to run. Very simple. That container already exists, so it's going to stop it. Alright, I swapped the names, but it should be fine. Change image tag, very simple again, tag, new tag, delete container. It's easy, these all containers again, simple. Alright, so now we'll go through them to run them. So we're already in that directory, so do this. Alright. So if you view all the containers, sometimes it takes a while to return back for some reason. So let's get the video a little bit, but yes, so the all containers can return these two containers, which is consistent with what we have. So yeah, so I already have like these three images here and these two containers, and these are two containers we have, and these are the ones that appeared. Do the second one. We've already viewed the running containers. Yeah. All right. So viewed both because both containers are running. Again, so we can quickly just go here. If we stop one of them, so if we stop the CA container, give it a second. So stop the container. If we run it again, only one is there. Clear the screen. Start the third one, which is the view container by ID. I guess my ID was wrong. So if we get one of these containers, for example, CA image, it's copied. Container by ID. And run it. So we found the same ID that's in the file. And then if we move on, so this returns the logs. So all the logs for this container, I believe. Python, and then the fifth one. So these are all the images we have. The next CA, and then it's going to create the image from the file. So this is quite interesting. Normally takes a while, but it's going to work now. This worked. Just test it. I'm going to view all images again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think I run it once when I paused the video, twice, sorry, when I paused the recording, but it works. Now we need to run create container from an image, right? For this one though, we just need to change the IP address. So if we go here, sudo docker images, just get, for example, this image ID, which is the latest one we had. Just copied, go here, paste instead of the image ID, so that it works. Yeah, so we got the idea of the new container. And if we say, for example, Python 2, I believe, no, 3, yeah, container by ID. No, we just get all containers instead of changing value. Right. Throw one. Preview all containers. I believe this is the new one. Yeah, this is the new one. New name. So creating a new container already had to before. Moving on, if we change the container state, run is going to stop it, unfortunately, because I swapped the names. But it should still work. So it worked. They just said action stopped because I changed the name of the file. But similarly, if we go to 9 and here's the container stop, which is going to run it. So then maybe I copied the file and didn't work. Right, so if we go quickly to run and call it here, running. Yeah, it said running, it just fixed it. And then move on to and change image tag. Mistake. And image tag, so we'll change ID this tag to the new image. To check that, we could say Python the all images. And this one is here, yeah. And it's a new tag, which is the value we had. So we're going to delete the container by ID. That's the ID of the container we're going to delete. And I'm just not sure if we need to stop it first, so check that. Python 11. No, we didn't need to do anything here, so just stopped it. We could check, yes. So if we say sudo docker I deleted it, so we didn't know. Self-delete all containers. This is so we removed these 3 IDs, which I think is pretty cool. So we go here, the engine just look at it, what the rest are. Moving on, delete all containers. Yeah, delete image by IDs, right? So if you say Python 13, it's going to delete this image because that's the ID we specified. Delete all images. That's interesting. Python. So removed all these images to make sure. If we go here, and if we say sudo docker image, so these weren't removed because